I'm walking this journey alongside you and not watching from the sidelines. I'm doing the work. I'm doing the work as well. And there's always going to be 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. That's life. That's part of the journey, but I'm walking it with you.
Hi, I'm Jay, a certified life coach and former educator who believes that rediscovering ourselves takes just a little bit of courage. This show is focused on helping you develop the mindset and the courage to regain your confidence, to redefine yourself, and to reimagine your life, one episode at a time.
Hello, my positivity posse, and welcome to episode 65. How have you been? Are you ready for spring? We've started to have a little nicer weather here in Massachusetts, and I can feel the effects of coming out of that winter slumber beginning to happen. You know, not wanting to curl up with a blanket and hide out on the couch all day. Spring, my friends, is an opportunity, right? It gives us a chance to start again, for rebirth, and it kind of creates this anticipation of summertime. Right? It's kind of the ramp up for it. But what if it doesn't? Like, what if you're still stuck? What if you can't get out of your head and you're still using that blanket and your couch to hide from the world and your responsibilities in it? Then what? Then what, my friends? Listen, I know how that feels. Truth be told, lately I've been feeling a little stuck. And it isn't because I don't know what to do. Nope, that's not the reason at all. I know what to do. I've been feeling stuck because I'm feeling pulled in different directions, which causes me to just stop. Have you ever experienced that yourself? So recently, I've been pulled between growing my business, growing my life coach business, and taking care of my family. I like to think of it as being called to serve two distinct parts of my life because, well, truth be told, I like to serve others. It's what I feel most comfortable doing. One example of serving others is this podcast, right? I create content for you each week because I feel called to help others. I feel called to serve. I'm also called to serve my family, right? I'm a big believer in family first. Over the past week, my wife and I, we moved both of our kids into their own apartments. And you can't see me, but I'm putting kids in air quotes because they're adults. They're 24 and 22. So, yep, within 1 week, we moved 2 kids into their apartment. So, beginning of the week, we flew to South Carolina to move our daughter into her first adult apartment in preparation for her upcoming graduation from college. And then the very next weekend, after we came home, we turned around and moved our son into his first adult apartment here in Boston. So I've been so focused on serving my family, helping find apartments, purchasing furniture, working through the finances, yada, 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 that I've kind of been a little bit of neglect serving my business. My social posts are down. My inspiration for creating content for the show and my weekly newsletter has dissipated a little bit, and I'm feeling just in a little bit of a funk. And yet, somehow I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because I've reminded myself of one key phrase. It's really just a question. What if I just focused on being of service to others? I'll say it again. What if I just focused on being of service to others? What if at this moment in time, I'm called to serve my family first and not my business? You know, to get them settled in their new apartments, to assist them in kickstarting their lives. It's an important part of life, right? And so what if being in service to my family, to being in service to them, ultimately makes me able to serve others better as a life coach? What if? Like, imagine that for a moment. I mean, whatever it is for you, imagine it. Like, that's, for me, that's kind of a big deal. Like, these experiences could ultimately help other people who are kind of going through the same thing, who may be stuck, who aren't sure how to take that next step. Okay, can you see the leap I took there? Right, so if I can take parts of my own life and apply it to helping others who might be going through the same thing, then I'm fulfilling my call to serve others as a life coach while serving my family. I know it's a little crazy, it's a little combined together, but when I look at it that way, it kind of alleviates things for me to say, you know what, I'm not in a funk. My attention is just focused in a different direction. Now, I know my example might not resonate with you because, you might not be called to serve others. You may be called to do something else with your life, whatever it may be. You may be in a funk about something entirely different. Here are 3 things you can do when you find yourself wanting to stay curled up in that blanket and continue to chill on the couch, despite spring knocking on the door and knowing that summer is coming here soon. Okay, number 1, set one small goal for yourself for the coming week. Now, this can be as simple as adding one new small behavior. For example, maybe you want to start exercising. Awesome, great, go for it. Don't make this harder on yourself, though, right? Just start with something simple. For example, you may be saying, I'm going to walk 10 minutes 4 days a week. Make it simple, right? Can you find those 10 minutes in your day? I'm pretty sure you can, right? And there's other ways to make it happen. Perhaps you take a slightly longer route to the office or park further away, right? Try and keep this step super easy. Keep it small. Number 2, develop a mantra to keep you motivated. So an easy one to say to yourself is just, not today, name, not today. So for me, that would be, not today, Jay, not today. And you can use this for anything you're looking to overcome. Headed to the couch, say to yourself, not today, not today. Wanting to grab the extra sweet treat, say to yourself, not today, not today. Of course, you can create whatever works best for you. Again, just keep it simple. This is your mantra, whatever works for you. For me, saying not today, Jay, not today, helps. Does it help every single time? No. Human, right? I'm a human here. You're human. We tend to fall into traps, and that's okay. Just don't stay in the traps too long. Bring yourself out of it. And number 3, celebrate those small victories. Now, I know this sounds crazy because we always want to celebrate those really big victories in our lives. And you know what? You should. You should totally celebrate those 100%. And those big wins come less frequently. So celebrating even the smallest of victories can provide your brain with the momentum it needs to build the habit to keep going. And here's something else you need to know. The tips I share here are ones I use and work on in my own life. I'm walking this journey alongside you and not watching from the sidelines. I'm doing the work. I'm doing the work as well. And there's always going to be 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. That's life. That's part of the journey. But I'm walking it with you. And the reason is we're both humans. We're both humans who are working to be the best version of ourselves possible. And sometimes that means getting stuck and learning how to get unstuck. The other thing is I'm here to help. Do you have a question? Do you have a thought? Something you need clarification on? Listen, shoot me an email at coaching@jasonramsden.com and let's connect. Let's build community together. I think it's an important part of being on a journey is to connect with others on that same journey. All right, my friends, that's a wrap on another episode of Positivity on Fire. Remember, your gift of time listening to this show means the world to me. It really does. Time is a precious gift, so I appreciate you being here. And as always, be well, be happy, be you. And until the next time, may your quest for positivity begin today.
Hey, Positivity Posse. If you're ready to coach yourself, I invite you to download my free workbook, 7 Steps to Regain, Redefine, and Reimagine Your Life. Head over to www.jasonramsden.com/my-links and click on the download link at the top of the page. It's that simple. And hey, if you're interested in working with me as your own personal life coach, visit jasonramsden.com and click Get Started in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. I hope to talk to you soon. Until then, have an amazing day. Positivity on Fire is a production of Impact One Media LLC. All rights reserved.